What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lewis, and on today's video we are going to talk about Agatha All Along. Before we get into that, guys, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are brand new. My next major milestone is 100 subscribers, and if you guys just take a quick second, hit that subscribe button, you can help me get to my first big milestone on the channel. All right, so Agatha All Along is the newest title of this show. It's gone through several iterations of titles. And, on today's video, we're going to kind of talk about all the different titles that this show has had and how it's going to continue on the story of WandaVision, possibly. So I have screenshots here, and I'll put it up on screen. I'm just going to look at it on my phone. I hate doing that, but it's what we're going to do while we are so low budget here. So Marvel Studios posted to all of their socials the Agatha All Along song, and it kind of just changed what the titles have been since it first got announced. And I think that this is going to be for a reason. I don't think that they did it just because. And I think that maybe as the titles have changed, at the end they're like, oh, this would be a pretty cool idea. Like if Agatha was the one who was doing it the entire time. Like I thought that was really cool. So it started off as Agatha, the Darkhold Diaries. And I'll be honest, when I first heard that, I didn't love it because it sounded like a prequel. It sounded like, oh, what happened, 200 years ago or whatever when she was, one of the witches of Salem. Which, I mean, it's cool, but I like the way things left off in WandaVision. If you guys don't remember, at the end of WandaVision, spoiler alert, I guess, Wanda made her like stay in that hex reality where she thinks that she's Agnes. She doesn't, it appears that she doesn't even remember who Agatha is. So when the title was going to be the Darkhold Diaries, I was more like, really, do we need a prequel? Like, I want to see what happens next. So then that title kind of changed to Agatha House of Harkness, which again, it sounded a lot like a prequel. And it's not really like, I mean, it would be cool because, I mean, anything Catherine Hahn, I think she's amazing. I think it would have been really cool. I wanted to see something more into the future, what's next. And then it changed again to Agatha Coven of Chaos, which that title sounded really cool. But again, it was more like a prequel type thing. But I do like the idea of seeing how she got so powerful. Because if you remember in WandaVision, they tried to strip her of her powers, but it didn't work. She ended up taking all of their powers. So that would have been cool to see how she got that strong. And then this one was just a 100% straight a troll job that Marvel posted to their socials like 2 or 3 days ago and then quickly took it down. It was a Agatha lying witch with great wardrobe. Now, I can't imagine a single scenario where that actually would have been the title of the show, but I think it was pretty funny and it's pretty clever. And then over the top, it says, who's been messing up everything? With a title date of September 18th, 2024. Now, this is where I think Marvel had that light bulb moment. Like, oh, okay, we're going to keep changing the title of this show. And really, it was Agatha All Along. And then that's the official title of the show is Agatha All Along, with a 2-episode premiere starting on September 18th. 2024, so just, in a few months here. And I think that this is going to be pretty cool. I did see online that some people were talking about that maybe each of these title changes was like going to be like a different episode or something. I do think that that's a pretty cool concept and a pretty cool idea. But what I would like to see is what happened in Westview after WandaVision. Because the Hex came down, but she's still living in this Agnes reality. So the people that were living in Westview were, under Wanda's spell. And now they're not on that anymore. They're not under that spell. And so they see Agnes walking around still in character. Like, what does that look like? And then is Wanda going to be in the show? Is Vision going to be in the show? I don't know. I'm not the type of person who's going to like super deep dive to see all the spoilers. I try to avoid as many spoilers as I can. But what I'm hoping is that maybe we get a little bit of a prequel to see how Wanda got her powers, Agatha got her powers. But ultimately, what I want to see for this show is how, like, what happened in the immediate aftermath of WandaVision, of the show. How is she going to get out of that, out of that hex reality? Because Agnes was cool, but I really want to see Agatha. Like, I want to see Agatha versus Wanda version 2. And let me know down below in the comments, like, what do you guys think is going to be like the ultimate like goal for this show? I think it's confirmed for 8 or 9 episodes, and we get 2 of them right away. I will say, I hope that it's not like WandaVision, where we have to go through the different sitcom realities. I hope that they kind of go away from it. I hope that they lean a little bit into Catherine Hahn's like comedic nature, because she is freaking hilarious. I hope that they kind of go not so far like Thor: Love and Thunder, but just like a little bit of comedy, It doesn't have to be such a serious title. And I think that when the title of the show is changed a million times, I think that they have to lean into the comedy a little bit. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. But let me know, are you guys excited for Agatha All Along? I personally am excited for all things Marvel. Movies, TV shows, even like the bad movies, I still end up really enjoying. Even the bad shows, I still really end up enjoying it. And WandaVision was one of my favorite ones. So I hope that this is kind of like a season 2 of WandaVision, but more in a different direction, if that makes any sense at all. It probably doesn't. It probably doesn't. But maybe it does. So we'll see you guys on the next one.